the importance of trees is not just to civilization. The trees are important for the entirety of life on Earth. That's how important it is, because without trees there cannot be no human habitation, or there cannot be any biodiversity. Life can't exist in a desert. And if you want proof of that, just look at Mars.
Deforestation is just a quick fix on trying to earn money in a very short space of time. But when we look at the after effects of deforestation, I mean, you can easily chop down or burn down a whole forest and use the wood for charcoal. But the after effects of that are just really dangerous to even think about. When we think about the loss of livelihoods, the loss of agriculture, the loss of clean water, the loss of oxygen for all these children, even the areas no longer become areas where children can play. All of these things have a crippling effect, and this is why Islamic Help is working so hard to try and raise the profile of deforestation and to encourage people to use their environment correctly.
Trees are important to me and the environment because trees produce oxygen. We could not exist as we do if there could be no tree. Also, trees protect water sources, and they help with us to sustain water on the ground. It's not like as many people think that by drilling and constructing lots of hand pumps and water wells could increase the level of water. Without trees, there could be no water.
Wherever trees are being cut down, there is enormous soil erosion. So the very soil that is fertile is swept away when the rain comes. That's one thing. So what that does is the soil then pollutes the rivers, choke the fish, and the fish die. So not only do we lose one resource that Allah has created, but also lose the food that He has created for us.
Now we believe that by replanting trees we can create more jobs, we can provide livelihood projects for people, we can provide the fruit that grows from these trees. There's so many different opportunities for people just by having trees in their local area.
As you know, trees are essentials. By planting more trees, it means we could produce more food, we could protect more water sources, we could help with the ecosystem of the earth itself. Trees protect soil.
What has gone above the heads of the Muslims today is that we have forgotten the connection with Allah's creation. Allah says in Quran, "Fitratullahi allati fatara an-nasi alayh." Allah originated creation, and He originated you inside that creation, which is so very, very much intrinsically part of it. So by not recognizing that process, Allah also says in Quran, in Surah Ar-Rahman, "An-najmu wash-shajru yashjudan, was-samaa rafaha wa wada'a al-mizan." You see, trees bow in adoration to Allah. We don't see the trees actually doing sujood. But what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mean when He says the trees bow in adoration to Allah, the herbs and the trees bow in adoration? By being in sujood, by being in adoration, they are being in Islam, in that they are submitting to the will of the Creator.
See, when we try to eradicate poverty, you look at the reasons why poverty is so rife in certain areas. We imagine that there was water sources available to people just 2 or 3 generations ago, and that water source is now dried up. So we look at reasons behind that, and deforestation is a huge reason why why the water source is so deep now. We're having to spend more and more money to have to dig deeper, or children are having to walk further and further to try and access clean water.